Classic Edition versus... Oh, what is this? Shadows Edition? Captivating your look at the Telltale button. Oh, I don't need to buy this right now. Alright, we're still on chapter 1. What do you say we get going?
You assume the persona of a bat, but you're not an animal. You beat that man half to death.
Oh, we have to repeat this conversation. I did not beat that man.
Your parents didn't raise you this way. And neither did I.
Look, I did
what you had to. But at what cost? We both know how this argument goes. Especially now, during this preposterous attack on your family. You must show the world the true nature of a Wayne.
Giving everything to the city and then being murdered for it?
My thoughts exactly. Every time you leave this cave. You're a good man, Bruce.
You know,
Good.
I would say
Just
that,
like your parents.
that's more human than you think of.
Don't
Yeah.
lose that.
I
don't mean
I
to be a
feel
doddering
like
old fool on the
everyone,
subject.
just
Trust
shits
me,
on Bruce
I
this
won't lose
entire
my
time. In this game, I should say. And
Quite
yeah, he does
understandable
carry a
to
lot of
stray from the path
responsibility.
now and again. So long as you can find your
But
way
I don't know
back.
how fair that is. Like,
You bury the person,
Two-Face
Bruce,
turning into
but you
Two-Face
never
is
bury
not
the memory.
entirely his fault.
Sometimes I wish I
Penguin
could.
becoming Penguin is not entirely his fault either.
That night, that alleyway. It
You know, there
made
are
me
so many
moan.
variables that go
I can't get
into
it out of my head.
That is your gift and your curse. Being
someone
that man
becoming
can allow you
a
to
certain
turn
way,
back
and
the
maybe
tide of
one person
treachery
is a
that's
trigger,
reached the city
but
shores, or
I
drown
don't know.
you
I'm
in
thinking of
sorrow.
this argument that I heard
When you doubt
about
your
like the
fate,
Little Mermaid.
Remember why you started all this.
How people are like, oh, she
Remember
only
that
ever
boy in the alley.
I won't
sorry, I'm
forget.
still trying to make the choices. She only ever became
Neither
human
will I.
because of a man. She only made this big change for a man. And it's like, no, she didn't. It's like, in life, there are people
Well,
that maybe are
back into
important
the
in
fray
helping
again.
you discover yourself, but I don't know. All right, let's see what this date is.
Well, looks like that egg finally cracked. And inside, Mayor Hill was hiding more than I could have imagined. This is a complete manifest of Carmine Falcone's criminal organization.
What in the world was Hill doing with all this? Illegal arms dealing, drug running, mob hits, money laundering? Falcone's
they're
been
working
involved
together.
in everything.
This is an insurance policy. Hill could expose Falcone if he didn't play along.
That would explain why he's never made a move against him.
Sure as hell better than any bodyguard. This is it, Alfred. With this proof, we can finally knock out Falcone's organization.
Where would we possibly begin to dismantle it?
This is a police matter.
There's only one cop we can trust to handle this evidence correctly.
Lieutenant Gordon. He could mobilize the entire police force against Falcone.
What about that reporter from the Gazette?
Vicky.
Yes, Miss Vale. She could release this evidence through proper channels.
You know, I would
I
say that's
suppose it
another
comes down to
criticism
who
I
we
have
want to
about
help
this game.
most.
I mean, I know we discussed this
Or
on
who you think could do the most
in the
good.
last stream last week, but like Telltale choices, they seem to have a huge impact, but in terms of this game, they really don't. Because like Vicky, no matter what you do, even if you show her that you're trying to help and be on the good side, she's just gonna hate you no matter what you do. And I kind of wish that there was something else there. Especially at the end, but like when you're trying to argue with her. But, alright. I'm gonna give it to Gordon, because I always give it to
The
Gordon.
cops are on the front lines of this war. Gordon needs this more than anyone.
A wise decision, sir. We'll attack Falcone on 2 fronts tonight. Gordon through the police, and Batman...
By any means necessary. Whatever Falcone is planning, it ends tonight.
He's a spider, Bruce. Eyes everywhere. A dense web of goons poised to...
Funny how Alfred is okay with this by any means necessary when it comes to Falcone.
I haven't tried yet.
But he wasn't previously. Oh, I was thinking about an episode from Batman Beyond. Who is your favorite of Bruce's girlfriends? Because in Batman Beyond, he shows that he has pictures in the cave of the women who were important to him.
This is a silver bullet, and it's gonna put
I like
Falcone
Catwoman,
down
that's
once and for
usually
all.
the person he's paired with, but I don't know if anyone has any other
Where you
opinions.
got this.
No, you don't.
His neck
Still,
is turned so
I gotta know
far.
one thing.
My God.
Why give this to me? Don't get me wrong.
Like, look at his neck.
Appreciate the hell out of this.
Look at his
Everyone
neck
on the
right
force
now.
too.
I heard you were the last honest man on the force.
No need to blow smoke. I got enough cancer coming my way as it is. But thank you. Honestly. Knowing this evidence can lock up Falcone. I'll sleep like a goddamn baby.
Exorcist.
For once. You know, as much as I appreciate you calling me here, I gotta make one thing crystal. I can't be bought. So you should know this
Used to be Team Talia.
isn't gonna change a thing about the investigation of your family. The Waynes always supported the Gotham police. So I like to believe there's no
no
cloaks
strings
or
attached,
daggers hidden in your closet.
There are no strings attached. I just want Falcone gone.
You and me both. I'm tired of staring at his mugshot.
Talia's just problematic. Oh, I'll say.
I gotta go. Came straight from a crime scene. Haven't been home yet. Sometimes I think this whole city's a crime scene. We're just walking through it.
What you're holding will make walking it much safer.
Thanks, Bruce.
Well, Lieutenant,
Hey, stick to Jim.
it's done.
Good. So is our hunt. The drones located Falcone downtown, a place called the Skyline Club. Although you're not dressed for that kind of party.
Well, I can always change in the car.
There we go. Oh my God, that's actually reminds me. There is a car. There's a village called Wokingham, close by to London, and there is a guy who has a car. This guy's just like the Adam West Batmobile. I know it took me a long time to say that, but yeah. He just drives down the street, Adam West Batmobile. She's back! Yes, thank you, Weird Vampire. Yeah, if you couldn't hear, oh, thanks, Emily. Okay, so we still have only half a building for the Skyline Club. But yeah, Elgato was having issues with the 30 frames per second, if I can speak properly. And also, the game encountered an error.
The drone's cameras
That's
and scanning
all right.
tech are fully functional.
All right. Let's find Falcone. Good point of entry.
I do like this camera view. The drone. Oh, thank you, Vivi.
Tell me another.
What's the difference between the Mafia and City Council?
I don't know. Aren't they the same thing? Only one of them is organized.
Ooh, you're cute.
So, are you alone?
Not anymore, I'm not.
I don't know if any flirtatious interaction ever went that smooth.
Make your round? Yeah, no broken bones. Still healing from the last time, I bet. All it took was a couple of C notes this time. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, my ass. I know you burned powder tonight. The whole city can smell it.
I wonder how many of these things that they're saying are euphemisms.
Where's Nikki? In lockup. Again? Christ, Kimmy. What did they pinch him for now? Some hit down at the docks. Nikki? No. I didn't think he was a hatchet man. You and me both. Well, does he got an alibi? Honey, I'm always his alibi.
Modern art, my god.
Nothing here.
That's what flirting sounds like. Honestly, I was just talking to some friends. This past weekend, went out for a bar after work. And they were like, one just moved here from Denver, Colorado, and she was like, gosh, dating in London just sucks. I'm like, yes. But imagine dating in Indiana.
Red rose after tonight.
I came here from Indiana, and I thought, oh, the dating scene is so much easier here.
That's the most heavily guarded door.
How is that what flirting is
Gotta
like?
be Falcone's hideout.
Well, it won't be as easy as ringing the doorbell.
4 armed guards. Stealth not an option. I'll put together a plan of attack. Stand by.
Oh, but, question for you guys.
Couple of options for taking this guy down.
Has anyone decided their Halloween costume? Because I just got a crucial piece for mine. The boyfriend and I are going to be Matt Murdock and Karen Page. Didn't work out with telling me that in addition to needing to lose more... He told you needed to lose weight? And to change your entire wardrobe to make yourself more marketable? Who is this guy? I want to punch him in the face. Jeez. I'll be going this guy watching from his bedroom at home. That pisses me off. I'm sorry, When I come to visit, I should let you pick my clothes. Did you show him pictures of me or something? Why would he think... Did you tell us we were doing... I mean, we do have different wardrobes, but... Why? I have so many questions. Jeez. I mean, my goodness. He's 30 and still single. That's true. Twin red flag. A marinara flag all over. Oh, sorry. Emily just texted me the guy's name. Fuck that guy. I do know that guy. Because you talked about him a few times, but fuck that guy.
This one might be tricky. Any ideas?
I've got it covered, Al.
Oh, I haven't tried this one yet. Like Vlad style. I think, that's the only time that Vlad's
Have you formulated your plan of
approach to a
attack?
problem would be, you know,
I'm
called
going
for.
in.
Very good, sir. Your turn to crash his party.
I don't encourage violence against anyone, but you know, I'm sorry, that's my sister. Easy peasy. It's the Batman!
Goddamn circus freak!
Oh, he just killed his own.
Show yourself! You got no
You know,
goddamn
honestly,
right
if
to be here. I want Gotham! The hell? Oh.
Scratch that. Don't leave any evidence on text. You guys are
How
awesome.
about this one? You can't sneak up on me.
Be armed.
Yeah. You think that's gonna work? I'm gonna light up this whole goddamn... Get your goddamn hands up!
Stay down, Falcone. We can end this
You
now.
got a lot to learn, kid.
Explosives armed. Fire when ready.
There we go. That's how you do it. When someone's got a big gun, you show up with a bigger one.
Oh!
You've lost, Falcone.
I can do a few more rounds. All right.
Self-firing cannon's like a goddamn Bond villain this whole time.
I found your calling card at the docks. The White Rose.
You think I wanted to lead you here? Yeah, something reeks
I
about
think
this
Walter
whole
from
thing.
Helsing may have been like a young Alfred. Someone thought, what's a young Alfred? What would young Alfred do?
Still want to play games?
We're all being played here, including you. Those chemicals you're so riled up about, they're mine, all right? But someone is trying to cut me out of the deal because I did not make that mess at the docks.
Then who did?
No, we're done. Gotham's watching now. Go ahead. Give him a show. I'll be walking.
That man is probably the only guy who just showed up with a batarang to a gunfight and still win. You're absolutely right.
Wait. Christ almighty.
Spill it, Falcone, while you still can.
It's... the Waynes. They're behind all this.
What do you mean?
You wanna save this city? Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Thanks for the assist. Now we only have to take one of you down. Open fire!
Dum dum dum! I know. I feel like Batman, because kind of going back to what I said before, the stream shit the bed again, but I fixed that. I feel like a lot of people just shit on Bruce and Batman a whole lot in this game. And they're like, this is all your responsibility.
Fire and smoke could reportedly be seen from street level.
And I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I mean, I get that Telltale tries to get you to put you in, like, really tight moral positions and really make you wonder things and wonder if you really did the right thing. And I can't be I can't be angry that people do that for Batman, because he is a vigilante, and you know, it's very natural for a show like Daredevil. Daredevil in season 2 started doing that. Like, is what Matt doing really right? But I don't know. I feel like this game hits a little too hard sometimes. Yeah, the creeper.
The Wayne family. For generations, the big W on the Wayne Enterprises tower was a reassuring sight.
Also, if you hear little bells, that's my cat little shaking her head.
For all its faults, was built by good people. But with Thomas and Martha's shining reputation called into question, we no longer have such assurances. And even worse, it seems the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. Gotham's greatest son,
tried so hard
Bruce
to paint
Wayne,
things great, they overshot it.
and
that's kind of what I liked about the Batman, like the Robert Pattinson version. It's like, oh, you question if Thomas really did work with Falcone, and you hear, okay, yeah, he made a choice that was bad, but ultimately it was because he loved his family, and that's why Alfred stood by him. But you also learn that, you know, you can't trust, like, bad people. Like, people that you know are bad. You can't trust them at all.
But the feeling throughout Gotham is that the Wayne's time in the sun is ending.
The suit, the car, this entire cave.
She's playing with things.
Master Bruce?
Everything I built. I created all of this because I didn't want any more innocent people to die. If Falcone's telling the truth about my parents, then what the hell did we do this for?
Bruce,
What have you been hiding from me? Alfred!
One thing you can't deny about this game is that Troy Baker is phenomenal. Did you stick up for Harvey? Yes. Did you provide a quote for Vicky? Ah, okay, more people broke his arm than I thought. Yeah, more people were gonna give it to Gordon, probably. Yeah, arrested him.
when your parents died, they left me as caretaker of their estate, their son, and their secrets. I would never betray them.
I don't think I've seen a bad iteration of Alfred, really. Even his variant of Gotham wasn't really bad. Troy Baker's. Did you see the Pennyworth show? Because I didn't.
Your parents were good people, Bruce. No matter what that thug Falcone told you.
Then swear to me there's no truth to it.
The evidence you brought me on Falcone held up. Maybe I misjudged you.
Now Batman's beating up mobsters too. Wonder who he's after next.
The what? Oh yeah, there's a Pennyworth show. It's literally just called Pennyworth.
Bruce, the Wayne name is toxic.
It's for like when Alfred was young, working with like MI5 or MI6.
I have to distance
And it's supposed to be how he met Thomas Wayne.
I will find the truth. Along with anyone who stands in my way.
Follow Batman's adventures, yay! There's actually an Italian comic that a friend of mine gave me, where it was like if Bruce Wayne died instead of his parents in the alley, but also Superman landed in the Wayne's backyard rather than Kansas. Oh no, hold on. It's Bruce didn't die. Bruce was never born. Superman landed in the Wayne's backyard rather than Kansas, and then Thomas and Martha were shot in the alley. So it's like Batman with Superman's powers. Sean Pertwee. Is that the Penguin on the act? Because everyone was telling me how great that the actor was. The actor for the Penguin was in Gotham.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent,
Just staring at the
Gotham's
crowd and
next
not paying
mayor,
attention to the main
eager to know you.
characters. You're
Vicky Vale. Not interested. And
seeing how
reporter
much they
for the
reuse
Gotham Gazette.
assets.
Carmine Falcone?
Oh, that's the actor for
Is
Alfred.
the Dent
Ah,
campaign
okay.
soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. I bet.
The chemicals.
Robin Lord. Oh, that's right.
Where
Robin
are
Lord
they?
Taylor.
We're all being played here, including you.
But you know, if you're in a role like that, you can go one of two ways. You can either go Jared Leto.
It's the Wayne.
You can copy Danny DeVito.
Well,
Or you
Waynes
can
are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
really just look at it like an actor looking at a script, I guess. Someone showed me a meme though. It's like a Darth Maul holding, when he's revealing his lightsaber for the first time in episode 1. It was like Jared Leto, worst DC movie, worst Marvel movie. I was so upset about Morbius, honest to God. Which is sad because I think Jared Leto does a good job in some cases. Pennyworth's show weirdly made me ship Thomas and Alfred. The bromance.
You don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce. I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us, but you should see this.
Liked him in Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah.
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's also public and messy.
Oops, sorry. I heard him.
It doesn't help anything to bottle your feelings up.
Sorry, I heard my voice go away and I was looking at my settings.
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm. He'll grease the wheels of politics.
I agree.
Falcone was
or at least he was trying to do what Heath did, but in like the wrong way.
With his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Falcone, the papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to take in. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
Nah, we can't lose Alfred.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again.
You know, I was thinking about something. I saw Tim Curry be interviewed for Rocky Horror, and I think some of you may recall that Rocky Horror was a stage play. They used a lot of the same actors for the stage performance for the movie. And he said, you know, when you are performing on stage, you can wipe the makeup off, you go home, you sleep, but when you're acting for so long on a set in a movie,
he got careless.
Something
Criminals
slips through the cracks.
Do.
Sorry, my cat's still chewing on things that she shouldn't be chewing.
In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
I also don't know how I feel about this because memories are so what's the word I'm looking for? They're so flexible.
And what
you don't always remember everything.
Do with his own parents,
or you misremember things, and people can influence you.
I take him to jail, just like any other criminal.
But he's not just any criminal, is he? He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Was a good point. Yeah. I think we all say Tim, or not we all, but people do say Tim Curry. He just doesn't break.
Sadly, he was
character
mistaken.
At all.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater.
50-cent matinees. Can anyone imagine?
Wanted to see it, Bruce. Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Stay back!
Take whatever you want.
Nothing personal. Just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. Don't fuck on me. He's making a mistake.
Loved Inquisition, but I had an issue with my PlayStation, so I had to wipe the entire database and I lost everything, and it was just so much work, and I lost the DLCs that I paid for and I couldn't download them again. It was just a lot of issues, so I couldn't finish it. But I love Dragon Age.
Are you all right?
It wasn't a mug. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
I know, for a game like that, it's so frustrating.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're
Oh,
breaking.
it's one of the thugs we beat up.
Don't get me wrong.
With the
always
penguin.
here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier.
Also, I
Last
just
time we
checking.
brushed
It
shoulders
looks
with
like
Falcone,
my
the press made us
voice
pay.
isn't quite matching up with the visuals
At least
anymore.
tell
so
me what this is about.
sorry about that, guys.
Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool.
No, I'm
there.
with you, Ethan. I think
I don't want
senseless
any
violence
headlines taking away
was the
from my
point,
debate with Hill.
and it kind of
Gentlemen,
mirrors the whole
We
issue with the
finally
Joker.
put
How
Falcone
Joker
in
says
his
like
cage.
one bad day
Now, thanks
can
to the
really
information
just
you gave me, Bruce,
screw a
you
person
won't ever
up.
get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information?
And you know, Bruce took
What
it one way, and the
information?
Joker took it another.
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
Sorry, Harvey, I was going to tell you.
Would tell me what?
Your friend here gave us a case that'll put Falcone away for life. A catalog of his entire criminal empire.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
I don't know how I
Thanks,
feel about this
Sergeant.
version of Renee Montoya. She's another one of Paul Dini's creations that bled over into the comics.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary.
From the animated
Lucky he
series.
didn't get roughed
But
up
she
more.
got big. She became
I
the
could
Question.
tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back.
When
And he cares about doing the right
the original
thing.
Question died.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah, it's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
Trying to think of these machines
This
and what
is
I'm
nothing.
hearing.
You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father'd sew me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close.
Don't
More
forget
than
your flu
friends.
shot.
More like cousins. Going back decades.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked.
Well, you did a poor job.
Your
I gotta say, he
father,
really did a really poor
Hill,
job trying to convince
and me,
Bruce that
we
they were
ran
family.
this
He just
city.
came in trying to wave
Still
like.
do.
I don't want to say this because it's a family-friendly chat, but
this
yeah,
pain.
he was trying to show who had
Can't
the
think
biggest
through
stick.
it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
I'm not gonna be a dick to him though.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but
Flipped
Martha,
off the camera. Oh, that's right.
she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
They're waiting for you in hell!
That's okay.
The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
wait, Vivi, did you never play this game? Oh no! Oh, sorry. I've been talking all this time over all the dialogue and everything, but I was thinking, you know, this
shit.
Whatever. I'm sorry.
I bought us some time, but not much.
Now I feel like I've been giving out
Sooner or
spoilers.
later. Why would she do
Also, what's
something
going
like
on
this?
with Gordon Smoke?
We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
Look at this background. What is going on?
I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying we have the shooter in custody.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant?
Yeah, it is
Mr.
so
District
dark
Attorney,
in this room. It does
Falcone's
not
lawyers are
normally
here.
look like this.
Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did
Tell me
this.
if she says anything. Tell me if the private civilian finds anything out.
Alfred.
Pay attention.
Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection
Nah,
secured.
don't worry, Vivi.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine. Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood.
Yeah, this fan is so dark it's distracting. It does not normally look like this.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Technically, Bruce can't violate any of their rights. That's true.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Here to talk to you guys about Batman, DC, and apparently also
Falcone.
Dragon Age. You know what? That's good. That's not a bad chat to have.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
Only government actors can violate prisoners' rights.
It would
Okay.
explain a lot. Listen.
I guess, does that have to do with like a power dynamic?
I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never, never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain,
There's an injection site on your neck.
then it just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I shouldn't, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course.
Like if I commit a murder and a friend gets me drunk.
Get forensics in here. Now!
Records it and
She
gives
remembers
it
a
to
voice
the cops.
saying something
That's
about
not illegal.
revolution.
Okay, actually,
That's not much to go on.
I heard something similar.
Now, if you're bringing
so I
forensics in, let's
watched
get
this.
Bruce out.
It's in the. It
Alfred,
is in
I gotta get
friend
back to the
code.
I've got a lead on whoever's behind
I'm
this.
sorry. So I listened to this podcast called "They Walk Among Us." It's about UK true crime.
What
Oh
are you
my
doing?
God! Look at this
My
entire.
friends in the GCPD have been telling stories.
Sorry,
This
Vicky, I
building
can't
is
talk to the
so
press.
dark.
Lips are moving. Words are coming out.
You know what I mean.
Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held.
Yeah.
Know anything
so
about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate prison for life. A day
So I'm trying
after
to
he
get to
showed
this
up at your
conversation,
house.
Vicky. Then I'll finish what I was saying.
And now you're here.
It's not exactly a
Can't
Rubik's
afford to be
cube of writing.
associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
Please, get out of my way, Vicky. I'm in a hurry.
Huh. Disappointing.
Oh,
Maybe
fuck
have
you,
more to do with
Vicky.
this
I
than
mean, just
thought.
because I'm not doing something. See, she's so determined to just have him be wrong or be the bad guy. He can't say anything, or he shouldn't. Yeah, so They Walk Among Us, they talked about this case where this woman she was adopted, and when she turned 18, she found that her biological mother was 13 years old, and her biological father was 28 years old. She also saw in the records that it was pursued, but it was dropped. So what she tried to do is she said, this isn't right. My
Either Cobblepot
sperm
drug
donor
Montoya
essentially
herself
needs
or
to be
someone
brought
else
to justice.
is using his revolutionary rhetoric.
So
Either
she
way, I
did
need to
record.
find
She
him.
did
Let's
go to
put our
his
drones in the
house,
air
and
start a search.
she had a
I'll run
recording
trace on his
device
cell.
on her.
In the meantime, we have
And,
to find out what we can do about this drug.
She got him to say
computer's been
yes.
analyzing the
I had
chemicals
sex
from
with her when she was
Montoya's
13. I knew she was
Throw that
13.
up on the monitor. The residue or
But
scan
the
on
police
Montoya,
just refused to watch it
similar
because
to
they're
the
like,
Noob
look, you're not a
agent
victim
found
here.
drugs.
If your mother wants to say something, she can come
Let's
forward,
see
but
what
you're
we
not a
got.
victim. You can't legally say anything.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at
It
the
is a
hands of
devastating
Montoya.
story, but he
That's not
actually
justice.
was brought to
Whoever did
justice
this
just
was
last year,
judge,
2021.
jury, and executioner.
Carvel Brown,
No one
and he
should
said
act
that
with
he
all
didn't
three.
feel like he did anything
hope he
wrong
told you
to her
something
mother. He's
before
like,
he
I
was
shouldn't.
killed."
I don't feel like I should have to say sorry to her.
What did you learn from him?
I don't think I did anything to her.
Family, he said.
It's disgusting, but you know, he
Funny,
was
I don't recall
finally
any
brought
Sunday
to justice,
dinners
so
with
he
the
was
mob.
sent to jail.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two
They
compounds.
dared mess with the villain menagerie. Yeah, so this isn't Joker's not Joker. This isn't Scarecrow's fear toxin that they're using.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out
Her
of
mom
control.
pressed charges. Eventually the mother pressed charges because the daughter was trying really hard to say, look, I am proof that a crime happened. You can see it. It's in the record that she was 13 and he was 28. I am living proof that this crime happened. But it was only because like she was pressing so hard that the mom did decide, yes, I'm going to come forward because I just want to end this once and
This
for all.
refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a
The
small
mother was
injection
60
to
years
strip
old when
Montoya
this
of her moral
when he was
filters
finally
and
prosecuted.
make her act on her
He was
base
in his
impulses.
70s when he was arrested.
Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
They changed
What
Hush
could
to
the creators
Riddler.
of such a
What the
drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you.
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses. The things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate
Oh,
Cobblepot's
and it's a
location.
worse story if you actually listen to it. So the mother was told by her mother when she was 13, oh, our friend wants you to go babysit his kids. And when she arrived, it was just him there. And he told her to go upstairs and take her clothes off. And she was like really upset and crying. And he just said, oh, it'll be all right. And she just said, I just knew it was going to happen, even if I said no.
Find her now! Send a strong message.
Here we go. New View is irritating the amount of people. Oh no, I love the change because it's something different. You can see that one you have is a bit savvy. Oh.
Bring me her head! There you go. Be alright. Alright.
Alright. Alright. The mother was in on it? Oh, you mean like the mother I was talking about, the 13-year-old? Oh no, she wasn't in on it. She just, you know, didn't want to press charges because her parents basically disowned her and she had finally moved on with her life.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Yeah, Hush is just fine on his own. You don't need to merge villains together.
Come on, I know there's gonna be more around here. The man probably had millions in his soft dry life. If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Oh, yes. And you can see just clues, and it's like the detective thing that we were talking about last game. There's so few games that focus on the detective aspect, but that touched on it at least a little bit. You know, just picking things up throughout the city. Oh, yeah. 13-year-old's mother, yeah. She wasn't in on it, but yeah.
Or you can join Falcon.
She was just abusive in other ways.
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
I'll crush him.
Now, have a little respect for the Bat. Think he underestimates you. Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished
I didn't
the job
realize that was
yourself.
Blockbuster until I was like, what?
Falcone
I
deserved
went to
to
Google,
die.
I admitted it.
Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
You don't decide who lives and who dies. That's not justice.
But it's bloody well satisfying, isn't it? As a show of good faith, I'm
In
gonna
it.
let this one go.
In it.
How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
Bruce isn't involved.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? What does Bruce Wayne have to do with this?
Pretty Boy's got himself a fat bank account, thanks to his parents. Only problem is, they took that money from people that couldn't fight back. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
I'm a little mixed about this kind of argument.
They found
because you talk about
what do you want with her?
the royal family and how they actually have things. Like we were just saying, like the crown that Camilla's wearing was taken from a child king or emperor from India. But I don't know.
Selena.
Also, you can't have any control over where you were born, so. Damn it. Okay, I'm pressing buttons and it's not registering the first time, so I'm just gotta rush through this then. I am pressing triangle. Why is this not working? I'm literally okay. Let me hold the microphone, the controller up to the microphone. You can hear me pressing buttons. And I'm pressing triangle, 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 triangle. Why is this not working? Jeez. I don't know what else to do. Okay, I'm gonna try this a couple more times. I am pressing triangle! I am pressing triangle. Oh, thank fuck. Sorry.
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Alfred, track
Established
down
we're not
Selena.
family friendly.
I'll find her right away.
No, everything's fine. I don't know what's going on. I think sometimes it just doesn't register. There's because one of the issues with the other stream is that this game had encountered a problem. But I fixed that previously. But I don't know if everything was resolved. Also, again, if you can hear a bell, that's my cat. That's my Selena.
Is that Bruce Wayne? You really think he'd show up here?
The other Selena, yes.
You here?
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
Do you know Selena Kyle? There are men after her.
Uh-huh. When aren't there?
Well, these ones are trying to kill her.
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it. Cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Buy you a drink?
How about a few? It ain't like you're short on cash.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
You didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
Selena, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
That's why I'm here. You're in danger.
I've had rats on my tail all day.
The man who hired you, his
What do you
name is
think of how they
Oswald
changed
Cobblepot.
this
Never heard
Smiley
of him.
Harley dynamic in the game?
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit.
How do I put this?
You've got to be kidding me.
I think they were trying to
You
go
should've
for
just killed me on that
empowering, but
rooftop. I'm dead anyway.
I
You
thought it
screw
was
someone over,
it
you
was a
really
bad
screw.
continuity from this game.
The Penguin.
If
It's
that
not
makes
my fault
sense.
that you're in this, Selena,
Because
but I
like
can
this
help you out
Joker
of it.
in this game
Tell
seems like a
me
bit
what
of a
you know
manipulator,
about
or he
Penguin.
seems to at least hold a few
I
cards
only
close
know
to
him by
his chest,
reputation.
which
I'm
is
surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond.
you know, that makes sense.
He's
But
more
then in the
dangerous
next game, in the Enemy Within, it's like he's so easily
You don't know what you're getting into.
so
I grew
easily
up
be
with
manipulated
Oz.
or swayed.
First real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common.
I thought, so my honest to God thought when I first played this
question
game was
is,
that
why
he is
Gotham?
playing her like a
Why
fiddle,
now?
but then it turns out to be wrong
It's
the
not
whole
like he's
time, and
rooting
I
for
didn't like
crimes and
that,
kids abroad.
actually.
Why leave that?
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
Whatever Penguin is planning, innocent people will end up in the line of fire.
Innocence, not me. Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
You and Harvey, it's pretty clear you aren't just friends.
Please, I'm just toying
Yeah,
with him.
They did make a few
I only
missteps
take
in
my claws
storytelling.
out for someone special. You and I.
Please, don't wreck my bar.
But it was more fascinating to play as Bruce, which I guess is
Bruce.
It's a nice
were right.
take, but
Selena
also
Kyle,
you're playing a
Penguin
Batman
says
game.
hello. Beat it. We're here for her. If you care about your own skin,
She's with me. I think you need to leave.
Oh, damn it. Fucking triangle again, jeez. Come on, over here.
Not done yet.
The back-to-back.
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to them.
You fight pretty good. For such a pretty boy.
Oh. So I'm checking the chat too.
Come on, this way.
Oh, this reminds me. Have any of you watched The Boys?
Quick, check the alleyway.
Sorry, because I'm just thinking about how hard work it would be just to be a superhero. But if you're a mortal man, I should say.
Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone.
Nah, let's kiss her.
Let's get out of here. I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait.
Stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble.
Now where's the fun in that? You shouldn't trust me, you know.
You see, someone like her who tells you how it is and she just shows you who she is at the beginning, that's the kind of person that you should at least believe.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
I'd much rather work with someone who just at least tells you how it is and tells you that she's going to be unpredictable and selfish.
Convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here, all from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. What else is on there?
Looks like they were in contact many times.
If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but
You're not as enamored with it as most people are. It's actually based off a comic that was written by the... I think he did the Punisher as well. It's someone who, either the artist or the writer, who created The Boys, also did Punisher.
Bruce would have to depend on his guile to lose.
What is with Bruce's eye? Okay, I'm gonna make this decision, and then I'm going to probably call it a night. What do you guys think, Bruce or Batman? Because I think I normally go as no, I think I've gone as Bruce previously, just because we didn't want Batman to be seen as aggressive. She's our fave chaotic neutral, yeah. But I also think Batman, if you go as Batman, he'll give you more information. But I think the trick, if you go as Bruce, what I have against that is Bruce will get more associated with Hill. Go as the Bat or Bruce? Oh, it's split down the middle. I'm leaning towards Bruce again. If someone's gonna break the tie, I'm gonna count to 10 in my head. Alright, I've counted to 10. I'm going as Bruce.
Going as Bruce is the smart choice.
Okay. I'm gonna end it here. But I appreciate all of you coming to join us. Like you do every week, and I love chatting with Batman. But yeah, we will see you guys next week. Same bat time, same
Sorry,
bat
the mayor's
channel.
busy. Do you have an appointment?
Oh my god, her head is
the
gone.
mayor's doing debate
Jeez.
You
I'm sorry.
really can't
I'm
leave
gonna
us
go to
going
the
right
pause
now.
screen. Hopefully it renders better next week, yes, but thank you guys so much. And like I said, I will see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.